Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for a very special beer review. Now, I know what you're thinking. Phil, you don't have beer in front of you. You have this delicious sherry. Well, this is a beer review that was done by Tony G, Jermz, and JKK47 of a very special Louisiana exclusive, Abita the Boot. I know what you're thinking. All of you want to do Das Boot, but this is Abita the Boot. But so, folks, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. I'm going to let Tony take it from here. And without further ado, this is Tony's beer review.
This is Tony G from the Dog and Chicken Show, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, and Tony the Rod on TikTok, here with a beer review. Here tonight we've got one with the lovely, beautiful Jermz, bringing Abita the Boot, a Louisiana exclusive, 4.8% ABV. This is an interesting one, folks. This is not going to be readily available in just every grocery store that you happen to come across, so we're anxious to get into this, anxious to try it, and I know it comes highly regarded. So, what can you tell us?
One out of 50 states can have this beer.
1 out of 50. Very privileged here tonight, folks. Got my beautiful Glencairn. Can you see the color on that? That looks like the color of a beer right there, folks. That's how it should be. Here we go. It's really clean. It's really crisp.
Smooth.
It's very smooth. There's not any aftertaste on that. It finishes quickly, it finishes sharp, and it's done. That is legitimately, that just through and through tastes like beer. There's no funky overtones or aftertaste. That's clean. That's about as clean as it gets. This is a very impressive beer on a beer scale. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grade this on a beer scale. And what would you consider this in terms of beer? Is this a craft brew? Is this
I'd call it a craft brew.
Would you call it a craft?
And limited release because it's only available in the state of Louisiana.
Okay, so as far as a regional craft beer goes, and as far as a beer goes, we're gonna grade this on a 1 to 5 star scale. On a beer scale, I'm not kidding. Like, this legitimately tastes like beer should taste. I'm gonna give this 4 1/4 on a beer scale.
4 1/4 on what scale?
On a beer scale, just strictly beer, 4 1/4.
1 to 5?
Yep, 1 to 5.
4 1/4 is, I go 4 1/2.
4 1/2. I think that's
is
perfectly fair. This is straight beer.
Nice.
1 to 5, Jake. How do you rate it?
6.
6. Jeez. Okay. Jake's a fan. Jake is a fan on a beer scale. All right. As a craft regional beer, you can get kind of funky with this rating because this is obviously not something that can be readily available to the general public. This is something you have to seek out. So let's call it on a craft brew scale. I'm going to give this a 3.75 because when you think regional, when you think craft, you want maybe a little bit more character, a little bit more standoutishness. This is just so representative of a good beer flavor. It leaves a little bit to be desired in terms of stand out by itself-ish. So 3.75, I can't say anything bad about it.
I give it 4 1/4 just because that same standoffishness, it's still an easily accessible. It's an easily accessible beer. It's easy on the palate.
Very easy.
And as far as craft, normally you add the word craft, people think snotty.
True.
It's going to taste like peanut butter.
This is probably going to surprise.
Peanut butter coffee. It's going to be something.
This is probably going to surprise the craft brew crowd.
Yes.
A lot. Oh, that's what beer's supposed to taste like. Jake, what do you think?
The Boot.
1 to 5 on a craft beer scale.
Craft beer, give it a 4 1/4.
4 1/4 like Jermz. Okay. Abita the Boot, Louisiana exclusive. You knocked it out of the park on this one. Yeah, I'm going to be picking up a 6-pack myself on this if I ever get the chance. Thank you very much.
Next time you get to Louisiana.
Bingo.
And there you have it, folks. Abita the Boot, a Louisiana exclusive. Excellent stuff by all accounts. Be sure to like, share, subscribe right here at the K.O.E. Nation for all of your K.O.E. content on YouTube and Twitch. Also, be sure to check me out at Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Facebook, folks. You know it's the right thing to do. So with all that being said, I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., and I will catch you on the flip side.